we turn our attention to mixed doubles, and we've got the Olympic gold medalists here in Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir. They're up against the Hong Kong pairing of Lee Chun-hei and Chau Hoi-Hwa. So as far as the mixed doubles is concerned, only 4 different nations at quarter-final stage. 3 Chinese pairs, 2 Indonesian pairs, 2 pairs from Hong Kong. And yet in the semi-finals, we've got 4 different nations still. And of course, in the top half of the draw, British interest with Chris and Gabby Adcock, the European champions. But we are concentrating on that lower half of the draw, and here come the Olympic champions from Indonesia. They were world champions as a combination in 2013 in Guangzhou. Well, for Hong Kong, they are guaranteed a 2nd World Championship medal. They've only won 1 medal in the past at the previous 22 World Championships. That was in women's singles when Chinese-born Wang Chen started representing Hong Kong and won a silver medal in the women's singles in 2007.
Red, black for you. Red.
Well, Liliana Natsir and Lin Dan making history here today because they are the only 2 players in World Championship history to have won 7 medals in one particular discipline at World Championships. For both of those players, Lin Dan, of course, in the men's singles, it's a guaranteed bronze by being in the semi-final stage, but Liliana Natsir is intent on getting further than this. She's a 3-time gold medalist looking to reach her 5th World Championship final. There she is. She'll turn 32 next month, born in Manado, right in the north of North Sulawesi. She has been world #1 with Nova Widianto, with whom she won 2 world titles, 2005 in Anaheim and 2007 in Kuala Lumpur. She was also in a final with Nova Widianto in 2009. So 3 finals with her former partner, looking to reach a 2nd final with Tontowi Ahmad, the 30-year-old from Banyumas in the southwest of Central Java. They have been as high as 2, down 5 places this week to number 8. And when you look at their tournament results, they've twice been pushed the full distance. Brother and sister combination, Sam and Chloe McGee, didn't they have a good tournament? Put out seeds earlier on and then took the opening game against the Olympic champions yesterday in the quarterfinal against the number 13 seeds, Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping. They also dropped the opening game. So there is the left-hander, Chau Hoi-Hwa, born in Hong Kong but brought up in Canada. This is her 8th World Championships. Her first was back in 2007. For Lee Chun-hei, this is his 4th World Championship and 4th with his partner of today. They went the full distance yesterday against the All England champions, number 2 seeds, Lu Kai and Huang Yaxiong. Tragedy for the Olympic bronze medalists from 2012 and 2-time World Championship bronze medalists in the 2nd round, Jochen Fischer and Christina Pedersen. Jochen Fischer has broken his leg at 5 all in that match. So this is the 7th meeting between these 2 pairs, and of the previous 6, well, the Indonesians have won 4 of them, but the last time they met was in the group stage of this Super Series finals in Dubai 2 years ago. It was 2 straight games. It was only 30 minutes for that encounter. Diraj Gunadre of Mauritius are umpire for this, and Jakob Sindberg of Denmark are service judge. So can Liliana Natsir extend this incredible record at World Championships in mixed doubles?
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Liliana Natsir and Tontowi Ahmad, Indonesia. And on my left, Chau Hoi-Hwa and Lee Chun-hei Reginald, Hong Kong, China. Liliana Natsir to serve to Lee Chun-hei Reginald. Love all. Play.
So the former world champions, the current Olympic champions from Indonesia, getting this match underway. And I suppose the big question mark, Steen, is the right knee of Liliana Natsir. We were watching her both at the Indonesian Open and the Australian Open, and we're very concerned about her lack of mobility. But they still managed to win in Indonesia, on home soil.
Exactly, and I'm certain that her knee is feeling better now than it did in Indonesia. Is it 100%? I don't think it is, but it might very well be enough to book a place in the final.
Oh, that's going miles out. Sign of nerves, perhaps. Yeah, and there's a very early sign of the lack of mobility, and I don't like the fact that Liliana Natsir is not getting up.
Service over. 2-1.
Really took her time. Now, that's a worrying sign if you're an Indonesian fan. She just can't put all her full weight on that right knee when she lunges.
No. Of course, it's been the case for quite some time, but that's really, really worrying. And they've only played very little, Lee and Chau, because they played the Danes, where Joachim Fischer unfortunately broke his ankle. But I managed to see them in the match before that, and I noticed that they looked much, much faster, and had a half an eye on their match in the quarterfinal against the Chinese second seeds, where they played really well. So they've sort of refound their level from when they won that Australian Open in 2015.
Yes, their only Super Series title, Hong Kong pair.
And that created a lot of expectation, and we haven't really heard from them since.
Lee Chun-hei, of course, is a former world junior champion in the men's doubles or boys doubles with Ng Ka Long, who reached the last 16 of the men's singles here. He won that gold medal in Cuba in 2012.
That's fantastic play by Chau. Oh, she caught that as well. It's gone long.
What a rally. Well, the flat fast exchanges.
3.
Absolutely brilliant. And as you say, how she intercepted that, and had it landed in, that would have been an outright winner. Look at the net cord. Although she hits the net cord so many times, I often wonder whether it really is luck.
3.
She seems to have a magnet between the shuttle and her racket. Oh, crikey, look at that.
Excellent play. I also had a chance to look a little bit on the Indonesian pair, and I mean, it really looks like Tontowi Ahmad is in absolutely great shape, which of course he needs to be in order to cover for Natsir.
Oh, it's a challenge here. I thought that was in.
Lee Chau challenge called out.
Yes, and they needed a bit of a break anyway, because it had been 6 straight points for the Indonesian pair. No, it was out.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Good ball line judge.
One challenge remaining. 8-3, play.
Oh, good defence from the left-handed cowboy Ruck.
Service over. 4-8.
That was a big save.
Dear me. Apple got stuck in the strings of the racket as he played that shot.
4.
Strings broke. Yeah, there it is. Stuck in the strings.
I don't really understand that serve. They saw that Natsir had trouble moving to a flicker. Why not see if it's consistent trouble?
Oh, yes, well played.
Yeah.
It's over 2 years since this pair from Hong Kong have been in a tournament final. Last final reach they won, which was the 2015 Canada Grand Prix, 26 months ago. So it'd be a huge achievement, wouldn't it? After that time span, they were to get through to the final of the World Championships. It'd be amazing.
Play led.
Yeah, well played.
And the key for Lee and Chau is to play around Natsir, avoid her intercepting at the net, so they're able to play down below the tape to Tontowi Ahmad. Of course, the Indonesians, totally the opposite, activate Natsir at the net, use her excellent vision, and then let Ahmad work really hard from above the tape.
11-6.
So a 5-point advantage for the Olympic champions at the mid-game interval.
Kalau ceweknya pembukaan, abis itu langsung begini, oh inget tak. Cowoknya aja kalau nggak,
cowoknya nggak taruh kemudian nggak apa-apa. Satu, yang kedua arah servis kamu udah benar. Karena ya, terus tunggu aja dong. Kalau udah dipegang terus, jangan di rumah dulu. Dan servis, baru kedua, udah kamu tinggal pilih aja. Obi, tungguin aja Obi. Begitu udah bukan gitu kamu tungguin ya bola-bola. Sepanjang udah nggak pegang. Sama cewek sekali. Oh, tidak bisa juga nggak.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Coach, lead the ball.
Richard Mainaki,
11,
the Indonesian coach, giving his advice. Behind the back from Lee Chun-hei in the end to no avail.
12-6.
Perfect execution by the Indonesians.
And this is the thing, we know that
30,
she is restricted in her
6.
mobility,
Yeah.
but she compensates because she reads the game so well. It's not luck that she just happens to be in the right place at the right time.
No, she has this sense for where the opportunity will occur. Of course, coupled with the knowledge of where her partner is going to attack. There's
14.
definitely some plans for where he has to attack in certain situations, whether he's standing in front of the male player or the female player and so on.
Yeah.
15, 6.
She read that.
Yeah, rare mistake from Lilian.
She moved way before Chau had launched the shot.
15.
Yeah, that was clearly red as well.
15.
That's where your partner tells you, hey, she's left-handed.
Nine. 15.
She's playing better than ever. 31. Chau.
Play.
Let's go.
Service over. 16.
And Chen Kang,
9.
the Hong Kong coaches. Tim here, the head coach, overall head coach for Hong Kong. Chen Kang, the men's and mixed doubles chief. Chen Kang in the blue here.
Service over. 10. 16.
Oh, she was absolutely waiting for this. Look at that. I don't know when you call that great anticipation or wrong choice of shot from Ahmad.
Again, she's left-handed.
Yes.
The defensive plan of Lee Chun-hee is not really good in my opinion. He lifts high to Ahmad and tries to change the defense to attack by playing a short or a flat return. The short or a flat return, that's when Natsir is. That's no good way to turn it around. He should at some time play a flat lift that will force Ahmad to lift from the backcourt.
11. 17.
Oh, that was going wide. Oh, yes. That's the way. Nice play by the Hong Kong pair.
12.
In my opinion, they have a great
17.
chance of reaching the final, Lee and Chau, because I don't think the Indonesians can withstand the Hong Kong attack. The problem is getting the attack in the first place after the serve situation.
Well, they're closing down this deficit.
13. 17.
3 straight points, and all of a sudden it's believable, isn't it?
Play. Oh. 14. 17.
Very believable.
This is where we expect Natsir to play a fantastic service return if it's played short, if you serve short.
There you go. So predictable. Her brilliance once
Service
again.
over. 18, 14.
Just held the shot and then pushed straight at him.
But have they flicked her ever since
No,
she
they haven't.
almost tumbled there?
No.
That's beyond my comprehension.
Yeah.
Get it below the tape. Mistakes are going to come from Chau. That's not his strong point, playing from below the tape. The touch, the soft touch, that's not where he's strong. He's strong in movement and his attacking game, and he can keep on attacking.
Two points away from this opening game.
19, 15.
Great nose serve.
20.
My goodness me.
15.
What a way to... Yep, it's clearly to bring up game point opportunities.
Service over. 16, 20.
Good return. Opening game 21-16 in a little over 16 minutes for the former champions and the current Olympic champions, Ahmad and Natsir. Well, last year in the Olympic final, Chau, Ahmad and Natsir won Indonesia's first ever gold medal in mixed doubles in Olympic badminton competition. It was rather nice. They won it on the 17th of August. And of course, 17th of August is Indonesian Independence Day. Well, that is very worrying.
Second game, love all, play.
We saw some very animated Hong Kong coaches during the interval, and I guess that's because they feel that this is winnable as well. Here they are, talking a lot to Lee Chun-hei, and I think he's affected by the situation that he's the chance of entering a World Championship final. I think he's taking the wrong choices the majority of the time.
that proves your point about when he's hitting from above the height of the tape is very, very good.
Yeah, and it's the service situation. That's a wrong choice because it's played to Natsir. And, I mean, she sets the game up for Ahmad. Then powerful smashes that are easy to defend instead of steep smashes.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Drops to Natsir so that she can turn the defense around from Lee Chun-hei. It's not looking good for the Hong Kong pair.
Service over. 1-4.
Dear, that's a pity.
Service over. 5-1.
The first service error of the match.
That's the second at least. If
Is
it
it?
was the first,
Service
I'm not sure.
over. 2-5. Service over. 6-2.
Well done by Natsir to cover that flick there, and that's probably going to prevent another flick in the near future.
She was struggling to get forward. Had that net shot gone over,
Yeah.
she would have been in trouble.
No, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Play the service return to Ahmad no matter whether he's serving or Natsir is serving. Then you have a chance. If you activate Natsir directly on the service return, you're in trouble. Big trouble.
Oh, my goodness me. Oh, it's called goods. Well, the dive early on in that rally from Tuntoi Ahmad.
5-8.
Full-length dive.
Players on court.
Yes, good judgment letting that drop long.
Service over. 9-5.
Disappointed with herself. She doesn't miss many of
Service
those.
over.
good work by the Hong Kong players.
7, 9.
Still hanging in there.
Just 2 points in it now.
8, 9.
Oh, flick serve is long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've won 6 of the last 7 points. Really get themselves back in this second game.
8. Quick one.
Very surprised that the umpire allows them to towel down. Potentially just one rally from the mid-game interval.
Exactly.
Gone long, and it is now the mid-game interval.
11, 8, interval.
Lewatin karena pakai panjang kok, karena apa saja. Tapi tunggu aja, dia sering gitu. Dan terus tapi apa? Yang paling penting tadi itu kamu kenapa coba menurut saya ya. Cái video使你後面前面打前面前面拎出去啲波高咧搶就可以放，唔得就去後面兩邊好關鍵嘅佢個
20 seconds.
你壓唔到落去，
20 seconds.
你就難跟住，你撩少少幾對反咗嗰個出手時間自己節奏出去，唔係撲死佢，要去兩邊攞高點嚇。
11, 8, play.
It's gone well wrong. That's wild from Tantoy Ahmad.
Much better defense from the Hong Kong pair, playing these flat defenses past Natsir, trying to put pressure on the movement of Chau Ahmad. Getting him to play a flat smash out of position.
Right between the legs.
Service over. 12, 9.
Beautiful. She makes it look so easy. Early on, Natsir. That's a squandered point.
14, 9.
Better tactics from the Hong Kong pair?
No, not really. I don't think they in the long run are going to be successful. I think it was nice that they moved Natsir here, and one of the places where we can see she's injured. Normally, that smash would never be killed on her if she was fully fit in her legs, because she's got excellent defense.
Service over. 15.
But basically, Natsir should only hit the shuttle in the service and the returns. All other shots should be at Tontowi Ahmad.
Look at that. You're just proving your point on 2 counts. Excellent defence.
Yeah.
And don't play it 16, on her.
10.
No, and when she's fully fit, I mean, I know the Danes' game plan is to target Tontowi Ahmad in the defence because he's got the second best defence in that pair.
Service over, 11, 16.
But an amazing performance so far by the Indonesians. The ability to cover for that limited movement that Natsir clearly has. It's just amazing. Great tactical awareness, and there's no one better, in my opinion, in the doubles categories than the Indonesians to sort of neutralize fast-playing opponents, whether it's hard smashes, fast movers, or they're so good at combining their skills with tactics, and often very innovative tactics, like playing spots on the court that you never focused on before, playing 16. A racket behind the service line or something like that. That's the Indonesian trademark. They're so good at that.
Yeah. What's the name? A Hong Kong pair. 16. Closing down the deficit. 3 straight points, and now only 3 points behind.
But that was a rally where it was really visible that
service over.
Natsir is limited in her movement.
13.
But you're right, Steen. I don't think it's really been exploited.
No. They should have flicked every single time from 0 all flick serve to Natsir. Great work by Ahmad.
Yeah. Down the line.
18, 13.
Yeah. Right on the line.
And after a long period of time, Lee Chung-hae was waving his racket as if he wanted to challenge, but not allowed to by the umpire.
Yeah. 2 points away from a second World Championship final for Ahmad and Natsir as 19, a pair.
13.
2 points away from a 5th final for Liliana Natsir. Opportunities.
Match point, 13.
The Olympic champions through to the final of the World Championships once more. Gold medalists in 2013, and they will contest another final tomorrow. Their second final as a pair, and for this lady, an incredible 5th World Championship final tomorrow in the mixed doubles discipline. The 3-time former champion through to the final once more. 21-16, 21-13 in 35 minutes. Well, she will go down in the history books, I'm quite sure, as one of the greatest ever mixed doubles players, Liliana Natsir. Also add to that mix that she's got an Olympic silver medal as well. She's incredible. But tomorrow she will play for a 4th gold.